What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the box office for this weekend, and yikes, Ballerina from the world of John Wick did not do well at all. This was a really rough opening weekend of only $25 million. For comparison, John Wick 4 opened to like $75 million. So it opened like a full $50 million behind the last John Wick movie. That is not good. And it's not the reviews. The reviews are great. Now, I did have something to say about the reviews. It's very interesting. The embargo for the reviews lifted on Wednesday. This is a great film. Why did the reviews take so long to they took so long to let the reviews in? Like, they should have had this thing in review embargo on Monday or Tuesday, because this thing was a great film and it got great reviews. And so it did not do well. Partly because of that, but also I think the bigger reason that this did not do well is because of the fact that this is a spin-off of John Wick, and so it's a John Wick movie that doesn't star John Wick. And we've seen this multiple times, like with The Hunger Games, Harry Potter, where they will do spin-offs or prequels. We saw it with Mad Max last year with Furiosa, where the film, the spin-off, the prequel, does not do nearly as well as the actual core story, the core movie with the core character. And so they're introducing a new character here with Ballerina, and it is not John Wick, even though John Wick is in the movie and they make that very evident in the trailer. It did not draw the same attention that a John Wick film would have. So that is probably one of the biggest reasons why this did not do as well as it should have. And so, yeah, just rough opening for Ballerina, although because of the good reviews and positive word of mouth, maybe this means it could do well in the long run, because I don't see another film coming maybe, for a while that would really compete with this audience. I guess maybe 28 years later might take some of the audience away, but overall, I think that this should have decent legs. Now, if next weekend it drops 55%, that's really bad, right? Then there's something else going on here that's like this just not connecting with people. Because there's no reason it should drop 55%, right? I think with this, you're probably looking at a more like 40 to 45% drop would be respectable. If it could go even lower, like in the 30s, that would be great. So the opening weekend, not great for Ballerina, but hopefully it will have good legs, because like I said, it's a really good movie. You guys should go see it. It's great. Me and my dad have a review on it, so you can go check that out as well. All right, let's head over to the top 10 now, where we have number 1, Lilo and Stitch. It was, people were like, well, can Lilo and Stitch keep it for 3 weeks in a row? Is Ballerina going to do it? And Lilo and Stitch did, dropping 47%, making $32.5 million. That film is up to $335 million domestically and over $770 million globally. It's nearing that $800 million mark, and yes, it will make it to $1 billion. All right. Next, we have, from the world of John Wick, Ballerina with $25 million. Again, not a great opening. Maybe it'll have good legs. Who knows? And coming in at number 3, we have Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning with $15 million, down just 45%. Good hold. That film's up to about $150 million domestically, and it's doing very well. The only problem is its budget. It's up over $450 million worldwide, but this thing needs to make like roughly $950 to $1 billion in that range to actually be profitable, and it's going to end its run probably just north of $600 million, which I think, that's a great run. Like, for any film, a $600 million worldwide run, that's great, except when your budget's $400 million, and that's not including marketing or theater cuts. So they need to make $1 billion just to break even, and they're never going to do that. So, not great for Mission Impossible in that regard. But next we have Karate Kid Legends with $8.7 million, down 57%. That's a rough drop. I think Ballerina did eat up some of that audience just a little bit. But overall, just not a great second weekend at all, dropping 57%. That film's up to $35 million in weekend number 2. Number 5, we have Final Destination Bloodlines at $6.4 million, a great hold, down 41%. That film's up to $123 million domestically. The next one, number 6, The Phoenician Scheme, expanded wide this weekend and made $6.2 million. Not great. That's not good. This film was expected to make over $10 million, so it kind of underperformed quite a bit. Number 7, we have Bring Her Back, which made $3.5 million, down 50% exactly, and that film's up to $14.1 million domestically. Then we have Dan Da Dan, Evil Eye, whatever that is, made $3.1 million on its opening weekend. Number 9, Sinners, which made $2.8 million, down 46%. It lost quite a few theaters this weekend. It's kind of going down now. You know, for a while there, it just kept going with like 20% drops every weekend. It's like, you can't keep that up forever. So it's starting to feel it, but it's up to $272 million domestically, which is just wild. I mean, that's just insane for a film like Sinners. Number 10, Thunderbolt's still hanging in the top 10 with $2.5 million, down 48%. That film's up to $186 million. And it is expected to lose Marvel, I believe, almost close to $100 million, from what I've heard. That could be wrong. Take that with a grain of salt, but it could be. All right, so that is it for the top 10. Now let's move on to next weekend with How to Train Your Dragon. This is a film that the projections, I think, are quite under where I think it's going to be. The projections are like $72 million from what I've heard. But there are other projections saying this thing could do $100 million, so it's kind of a wide range here. I'm gonna come in a little under maybe what I think it could be. I'm going to say this film opens to $88.3 million. So around where Captain America Brave New World opened to, but I'm going to take it on the up, which basically means that I think it's going to do around $88 million, but if it doesn't, I think it also has potential for a lot of upside, so I think it could get to that $100 million mark. If the word of mouth is strong throughout the weekend, it might be able to get there if the audience shows up. You know, it is more of a family film, and family films tend to be walk-up business heavy, where they buy tickets day of the release, and so that's hard to track. And so you never know with family films, they always have real high potential for upside throughout the weekend if good word of mouth is, and they go to the theater, and it just, huge upside. We saw it with Inside Out 2, and we've seen it with many other family films like Lilo and Stitch, and so there is a lot of potential for that, so I think it could get to $100 million, but I'm going to play it safe with that $88 million mark. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below where you think How to Train Your Dragon will end up on its opening weekend, and I will see you guys next time.